Bro, did Jaden Daniels just prove he's top 5?
I think so. We all said if he wins this game, he's top 5 in the league. We know the 4, Mahomes, Lamar, Josh, Burrow. Right now, starting next season, he will be my 5th best quarterback in the league right now. Now, let's look. I'm going to look. Stafford, 37 years old, didn't play great this year when Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua weren't there. J-Lo, Jordan Love, he's played 2 seasons. He's been so-so for 1.5 of those seasons, right? Outside of the great run at the end of the second season. C.J. Stroud, a little down from last year, rookie year. Justin Herbert can't do it in the playoffs, at least till further notice. Jared Goff's got tons of weapons, and he struggled. We saw him in the playoffs. Jalen Hurts wins, but, you know,
I think Jalen Hurts is
not
going to
pass it
answer.
like Jayden. And then Brock Purdy and Tua. They're limited physically.
You're not even, if you're going to include Tua, not even going to include Dak. He's not even going to get an honorable mention.
Okay, Dak was injured, but Dak, all of them I'm putting Jayden ahead of. Now, it's always in flux, that 5th, but starting next year is Jayden.
Greg?
You know what? If I'm being honest, I'm holding off on putting Jayden.
Everyone's bitten by the C.J. Stroud
right.
bug.
No, I mean, well, I started the whole C.J. Stroud thing.
Yeah. Yes.
But it's not even just that, because I've had bad luck with these quarterback positioning. So with Daniel Jones, obviously CJ, and so I don't want to do that with Jayden. I like Jayden a lot, and if he ends up being top 5, I will applaud him and I will say, you know what, I saw that coming.
Sure.
I'm just not going to say it right now.
I mean,
just passing on the whole.
well, no, he's saying he's not. No, he's not
saying
passing.
no.
He's saying he didn't prove he's a top 5 quarterback yet.
Okay.
Who would you, do you have a 5th right now?
Greg just said he doesn't want to rank quarterback.
It's always.
I don't think Brew really listened to what I just said.
I got you. I do have a 5th. I think it's Stafford. I think that we right now have a very, I don't want to say inarguable, but it's as close to inarguable slotted 1 through 4 as I can remember. There is no argument whatsoever against anyone other than Patrick being number 1. I don't see a strong argument for anyone other than Josh being number 2, and I don't see a strong argument for anyone other than Lamar being 3 and Burrow being 4. Because Lamar's, the biggest Lamar, question is, how is he going to perform in the playoffs? It's not a question, are we making the playoffs? And so it's be unfair to elevate Burrow ahead of him. So to me, 1, 2, 3, 4 should be pretty close to unanimous. I don't think there is a nearly as strong of a case for any of the other guys at 5 as there are for those 4. But I also think this is a little too much too soon. And we are now in back. The only caution I would do is this, Wilds. We are now in back-to-back years where around this time we're like, man, was that the greatest rookie season we've ever seen? And is that quarterback next year going to be league MVP? Like Jayden will be a popular. And again, I'm not blowing out his candle at all. I thought he was brilliant, and I do think it was the best rookie year we've ever seen. Absolutely. But there was an argument for that for CJ. Similarly, and he stumbled. What I'm shocked by, Wilds, for Hugo, is how quickly Brew just abandoned J-Lo.
No.
Okay. We're not here to talk about Jordan Love. We're here to talk about Jaden Daniels. And yes, guys, that's why you got to watch the games. I get it. I've said this now a lot because I get it. I watch the games. Okay? Look at this. Look how thick this is. Hundreds of notes. Okay? That's what this all is. Of me watching all these games. I couldn't even remotely organize this. Just insanity. You know what all those notes tell me? That Jaden Daniels is a top quarterback in the NFL. Okay? CJ Stroud is awesome too. He had a rough year. A fired offensive coordinator. A ton of injuries and no O-line. It's hard to win. Jaden Daniels never wavered. Even in this game, where everything around him was not going well. Fumbles, O-line, defensive line getting to him, injured O-line, no run game, literally no run support. Still composed. Still gave them a chance. I do think that the Eagles were in control of this game, start to finish. I mean, they just were. But the sheer fact that they just keep putting everything on Jaden's shoulders and he never broke. Never. He didn't even bend. He was just like, yeah, okay, cool. I am just pure steel. You can put whatever you want. I'm not going to bend. Not like, oh, you can bend but not break. No, I don't even got to do that. I don't even got to do that. I mean, just what they constantly asked him to do. You can't just look at the box score or total stats. Well, this quarterback did this, and this quarterback did that in 22, and this quarterback did this in 24. You got to see how the game's unfolded. You got to see what the Commanders asked Jaden Daniels to do. You got to ask how much support did he have from weapons around him, from the O-line, from the defense. Can't just compare. You can't say, well, look at Jordan Love, look at C.J. Stroud, Matthew Stafford. Listen, if Matthew Stafford was 25 years old, 26, he would probably be like 20. He would be top 3, top 4 maybe. Stafford is really special. Stafford is truly elite. I think a lot of newer fans don't really realize how special Stafford is because he was pretty much doing nothing in Detroit because that franchise was an absolute disaster. An absolute disaster. And especially when you have defensive head coaches with a big arm quarterback, it's a tough spot to be in. It's a tough spot to be in. It's no wonder that as soon as he goes to the Rams with Sean McVay, instant success. Literally instant playoff success. 6-2 record, a Super Bowl, no look pass in the Super Bowl. So he's special, but he is older. He is older. So I kind of just put him to the side. Trying to figure out where to rank Matthew Stafford. It's kind of like, who cares? Seriously, it's like, where is Aaron Rodgers? I don't know, man. I don't care. Is he playing next year or not? Is he playing? Cool. I can't wait to watch him. If not, all right. Great career. And so I do think it's interesting to try to debate, well, who would you rather have? Jared Goff, C.J. Stroud, Jordan Love? That's actually a little bit more of an interesting conversation to me. And the answer is Jaden Daniels. And I actually love those other quarterbacks. So it's funny because Greg said, I don't like to rank quarterbacks or whatever, mainly because he doesn't want to jinx them, I think is what he was kind of like joking at, kind of implying. And I agree. I hate ranking. I put them in groups. I really do. I put them in groups. I don't like to have the desire to say 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, it's just meaningless to me because they play on completely different teams with completely different coaching staff. The teams ask them to do completely what the Ravens asked Lamar to do is wildly different than what the Chiefs asked Mahomes to do. What the Bills asked Allen to do. What the Bengals asked Burrow. The Bengals asked Burrow to do. And what I see with Jaden Daniels is that the Commanders asked him to do an insane amount as a rookie. He was the absolute undeniable leader. He was the engine. He was the tires. He was the steering wheel. He was the flux capacitor. He was it all, man. He was it all. And in this game against the Philadelphia Eagles, when that defense was hungry and getting after them, he did not waver, man. He did not. They asked him to throw the ball 48 times. That's insane. With no run game. With no run game. And being pressured all day. That cutback for the touchdown, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Almost threw an interception a couple times, had a couple rough throws. Didn't matter. Next play, hike, boom, throws a seam. Beautiful. I mean, it was just pretty much him and Zach Ertz all day. So Jaden is special. He is special. We don't got to debate that. Check my history on Jaden Daniels. I don't think I've had a single Jaden Daniels take that ended up being wrong. I don't think I had a single Washington Commanders take being wrong. I don't know why. I don't know. I might need to move to Washington or something because maybe that's just my people. I don't know. I got it down. Jaden Daniels is special. When we saw Patrick Mahomes play his first year, and he lost in the AFC Championship game and all that, do you think anyone doubted that Mahomes was a top quarterback? Or did people lose their minds over Mahomes? We know that answer, right? We're clear on that. We know that answer. Yeah. That's the track he's following. Jaden Daniels is special. Jaden Daniels is different. Jaden Daniels can do more than CJ Stroud, than Jordan Love, Jared Goff. I mean, any of these quarterbacks that we're saying are not top 4 or whatever. And give it another year or two. Give him some weapons. He'll throw just as elite as Joe Burrow. That's what makes Jaden Daniels so special. He has an elite arm. An elite arm. And he's just getting familiar with defenses and the speed of the NFL. It's going to take a second. But the dude's anticipation is different. His mobility, his elusiveness, just different. Give him a team. Give him time in the pocket. Give him a run game. And give him some receivers. Give him a defense that can force turnovers, that can give him good short field position. Put him in a position where he doesn't have to go for it on 4th down. Game after game, drive after drive, play after play. That's exhausting. That's an exhausting way to play football. I don't care how great you are. I don't care how much you can handle it. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. It's too much on his plate for any quarterback. Takes him off his plate, the dude will make you a 10-star, Michelin star, whatever, 20-course meal. All right? Just wait. Just wait. Mark this video. I've already said this a couple times, and when I said mark this video, it ended up being correct. So mark this video right now. 127-25. The day after, they just got dominated by the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm telling you that Jaden Daniels is special. I'm telling you that Jaden Daniels is a top quarterback. I'm telling you that Jaden Daniels is elite. I'm telling you that Jaden Daniels is going to take over the NFL. And I'm saying it with my chest out. I'm saying it with my chest. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders? Do you think he's proven to be a top 5 quarterback? Or do you think he's going to take this massive step back, sophomore slump? Oh no. Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment. So whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We're building an amazing community here, and I absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.